Hello and welcome to AirgunWeb.com, your home for real-world airgun reviews and information where we tell you the facts, not fluff. My name is Rick Utzler, and today we're going to be talking about the new Walther Parrus. Now, we have looked at the Walther Parrus in the past. This is a step up in power. This is pretty cool, and I bet you're going to like it. Stay with us. Let's go ahead and jump right in and start talking about the features of this rifle. The first thing you're going to notice is the weight. It's really going to help absorb some of that recoil that you're going to get out of a Magnum Springer like this. The other features you've got some very nice open sights. The front sight is a fiber optic sight. The rear sight is a nice clean notch, and it is fully micro-click adjustable. For those guys that want to go out and shoot with open sights, I think you're really going to like this, especially from a hunting perspective. The rifle comes with a 1/2 UNF threaded muzzle, and this allows you to add accessories like an air stripper to really maximize that accuracy that this rifle can get. So this particular model utilizes a composite stock. It's actually really nice. It's not hollow at all. It has a very solid feel, and you don't get any hollow echo when you fire the rifle. It's got some great texturing, and this very unique sort of swell it has here at the palm really helps you index properly to get the most out of that artillery hold. You're able to really balance it at the same place every time, and that definitely helps with accuracy. Now, the rifle also comes with an 11mm dovetail if you want to mount a scope. I've got the Hawke AirMax with the AMX reticle mounted on this rifle. Now, that AMX reticle is really special. It's a floating etched glass mil-dot reticle that actually has a tree at the bottom, so you not only have index points for the vertical, but you have reference points for the horizontal as well. So when you're in the field, that really helps, especially when you have wind and other diverse hunting conditions going on. You have something to aim with. Really like this scope, and it's not that expensive. So the Walther Parrus is your typical break barrel style rifle. One of the things you're going to notice probably pretty early on is just how tight this joint is. It really holds together well, and that's critical. If you don't have a good barrel joint, you're not going to see repeatable accuracy. This rifle certainly has that. It works very well. Okay. Automatic safety. When you cock it, the safety will engage. Get ready to fire here, and there you go. Now, you're going to get a little bit of noise with this particular rifle because of the mechanics. It's got more power. That means you're going to get a little bit of noise from it. Show you that one more time. Just like that. Now we're going to set up for some crony testing, and we're going to start with the RWS Hobbies to give us a baseline. Now, this particular model is 22 caliber, so we'll see what we can get from there. Now, our most accurate pellet has been the JSB 18.13s. That's what we're going to use for our accuracy tests. We'll be right back. So we're going to go ahead and use the RWS Hobbies, get an idea of what we're getting for velocity here. 953. 949, 961, 942, 957, 944, 945. That gives us a really good idea of what we're getting for velocity out of this rifle. Now this is a Springer, and we're seeing a spread of about 19 to 20 feet per second. So when we're talking about energy, we're looking at right at 24 foot-pounds. That's really pushing. This gun's really doing well. Now we're going to go ahead and switch over to the 18.13 grain JSBs. They're a little bit heavier, so it's definitely going to reduce the velocity somewhat, but let's see how it affects our energy. 760. 764. 750. 761, 759, 756, 758. Really, this thing is pushing, gosh, over 750 for the most part. So we're looking at some really, really good energy out of this. We're looking right at about 23, 24 foot-pounds out of max, but it's really, really doing well. And the heavier pellets actually reduce that extreme spread a little bit. I think we only had one that really dropped really low. The rest of them were sitting right at that 755 to 760. So that's actually very, very good. Now we're going to shoot some accuracy. We'll be right back. Okay, so that first group we just shot, most of them were right like this. We're shooting right at 21 yards. One of the things I do need to mention is while it is heavy and while that does help reduce some of the recoil, hold is very, very, very important. Hold and follow through. Proper technique is going to allow you to really see those groups shrink down to sub-dime size at 20 yards. Let's set up, we'll shoot another 5-shot group and see how we do. That's much better. What you're gonna find with these Magnum guns, hold is so important. If you notice when I was cocking the rifle, I kept my thumb in the same position on the stock just so that I always had it right where it was from the last shot. And the difference, as you can see, well, it's pretty noticeable. The group went from like this down to like that, and that's all due to the technique. So let's go ahead and wrap up this review of the Walther Parrus. This is the big brother to the Walther Parrus, a gun that I love. I love it for its ease of shooting, for its lightweight, easy cocking, and very, very good accuracy. They've taken that and they've just stepped it up into this new Parrus. It's heavy, it's got a thicker grip on the stock. You know, it's everything you need a Magnum airgun to be. It does have a bit of a kick to it, does have a bit of a recoil, and it's obviously more difficult to cock. But again, that's going to be indicative to a Magnum Springer. What's really important to me is, does it hit what the manufacturer says it's supposed to do? They're saying this gun should do 1,000 feet per second. Well, we're getting 960 with lead pellets. That's pretty doggone close. I'm certainly within the margin of error by a long shot. This gun's got a lot of rounds through it, so it's definitely through the break-in period, and we're still pushing that 950, 960. I'm very, very happy with that. We're getting 23, 24 foot-pounds of energy. That's great out of a Magnum Springer, and the build quality. And I think that's where this is really going to shine over a lot of the other imports that don't come from Europe, don't come from Germany and England, for example. Those other guns just don't have the fit and finish. They don't have the feel. They don't have the sturdiness that these German guns do. And at the price point, man, this thing is going to be very, very difficult to beat. One of the things you're going to have to learn and master is the right technique. Once you get that under your belt, you're going to have a lot of success with this rifle. I'd like to take a moment to thank Pyramid Air for sponsoring AirgunWeb and these videos. I'd also like to thank Umarex USA and also Hawke Optics. When you're looking to buy your next airgun or your next batch of airgun supplies, go to www.pyramidair.com and let them know Rick sent you their way. When you're looking for real-world, honest airgun reviews, think AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. My name is Rick Utzler. Thanks for watching.